Good morning, everyone. Everyone's having a great day. It's raining hard here at the office, but I'm very happy. Look, we have a packed house. Packed-ish. COVID packed, right? So if you are on Zoom, just know you can come in live. We're better live. Like a good joke. So, Austin, let's throw up the calendar and look at what we have for the week. So Ignite has started officially. It started yesterday, the first class, and this series is running Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 11. And remember, you do not have to be a new agent to join in on that. Anyone can go to any other classes. So we have the flyers posted all over the office, and it's on the website to see who's hosting what class and what the topics are. But feel free to join any of the classes. They are in the office. They are on Zoom too, but you should come in for those 9 to 11, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Kelly taught the first one on Monday, which was contracts. I teach tomorrow's, and then all the rest are taught by top agents in the office on the different areas of expertise. So they're going to be really good and get going. And new agents should definitely be here, but all agents are welcome to attend. So that's exciting. Morgan has a class today, noon, right? Wait, is it on there? 12 o'clock today, marketing versus branding. She did this class before and it was popular, so it is back. That is exciting. And then tomorrow we have the Ignite, and then we have Tyler's IT office visit. And we have, for those who qualified at Tumwater Vineyard, the 300 Club exclusive event. So if you didn't qualify, you're going to be jealous when we're drinking wine in the sun. Who's going? Raise your hands. Who's qualified?
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
You did order sun, right?
I ordered the sun. I ordered the good wine on Dwight's credit card. Sun cost extra. But it is going to be a good time, you guys. So hopefully those of you that did not get to 300 will be inspired, and we'll do the next fun contest coming up. But hopefully we'll see all of you there who did qualify. That should be a fun time. And then Thursday, you don't have to put the calendar back up, Austin. I'll just talk. Thursday, Rochelle, are you on, Rochelle? Is teaching, yes, Rochelle's on, is teaching a class on all different social media, right? So many people have been asking Rochelle about social media, how to do this, how to do that, myself included. I asked her the other day, I said, how do you do on your stories, how it's like the writing as it writes? And she said, come to my class, bring your questions, right? So bring your questions, come to her class. She's going to talk about TikTok. I know a lot of people had questions about that, but bring any and all of your questions. That is at 9 a.m. on Thursday. And Austin, is that Zoom and in person?
Let's see what we bought here. In person only.
In person only, yes. That's my kind of class. Gotta come here. I love it. And then Tanya also has a class on Thursday, right?
Next week.
Oh, okay. Gotta wait till next week.
Tanya's on vacation Thursday, Friday.
Oh, yes, because this is Memorial Day weekend. That kind of snuck up, right? So Monday, we're officially closed. You guys can still come in, but the staff will be off, and hopefully you guys will be enjoying some time with the long vacation weekend. Just kidding. Hopefully you'll be out selling houses, but the office will be closed on Monday, and it is a banking holiday for counting days, which most of you probably know. So what's next? Let's welcome our new agents. Austin, throw that slide up of all of our awesome new agents.
All right. Let me see. Whoa, oh my gosh, where'd it go? Got to do a little sifting around because I had the order out of order. There we go. So, boom.
Boom. All right. Welcome to our new agents. So Brian Williams, Nicole Dotson Rod. Sorry, I can't read. Okay, Barbie Nelson, Gabrielle Cloco, Marissa Horn, Anita Zeno, Jenny Romano, and Tucker Mortensen. So we are so happy that you are here and in the business. Rosalie's going to get you up and running fast.
Some
And
of them already are.
yeah,
I
that's
know.
exciting. So welcome. Academy, Josh, are you on?
Yes, I am on. Let's see if my camera's functioning.
Will
Nope,
you
my
tell us
camera
what's
is
going on in lending?
still not functioning, but I wanted to. I should have came in person today. They don't even need my camera. So
That's true.
next week,
Next time.
next week I'll be there in person. So okay, so lending world. Obviously, things are still moving fast. Appreciate lots of great leads that I've been getting from folks there at the market center, helping folks close deals. We've got I wanted to revisit the first time home buyer 100% down loan that we have because there are some changes to it recently, and I'm going to attempt to share my screen here. All right. So that's just a flyer for it, but the can you still see the flyer?
No.
No.
Oh, there we go. How's that?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. IT issues. So anyway, so before we were capped at 43% debt to income for this program. It's 100% loan, so no down payment requirement. But recently, there's been some changes to where we can now go up to 50% debt to income on this program, so allowing a lot more flexibility to buyers who want to utilize this great program. So for if you've got a 700 credit score or more, you can go up to 50% debt to income, total debt to income ratio on that. Additionally, we had a lower loan level on this prior, but that has just recently also been increased to 493, 425. Don't forget the 425, I guess. But so 493,000 now for a loan limit, zero down, can go up to 50% debt to income. First time home buyers, 100% financing, single family residents, condos, PUDs, all eligible properties. Self-employed borrowers are fine. You can get up to 3% in allowable seller paid closing costs on this program as well, if negotiated in. I know that might not necessarily be super popular right now, seller paid closing costs, but it's still happening. You can qualify for this program as low as with a FICO as low as 660, but that's where they cap the debt to income now at 43%. So if you can get 700 or over, then you can go all the way up to 50% debt to income. So great program, conventional. It's a conventional loan, no mortgage insurance. And that is the primary program I wanted to go over today. Any lending questions in particular that people have out there that they'd like to throw out?
Tell me the number again. You said if you can get 700 or over, you can, what's the debt to income?
If you can get 700 or over
Credit score.
credit score, was that when you can have, what was the debt to income? That was the question.
So if you're
Percent
over 700, you can go up to 50% debt to income.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a really crazy loan. That's
Yeah, so it's a great program. We're really excited about it. You know, if anybody's got any more questions they want to drill down on, or have any clients that you want to, you know, think might fit into this program, let me know. I'm happy to chat through it with you. Oh, any other questions? Doesn't have to be related to this, but any other lending questions in general?
What are rates doing?
So, right now rates are pretty good today. So you're right around 3%, 3.125, sort of depending on your situation, that's sort of a starting point, and then, adjustments from there depending on the scenario. So still really good. Time to lock in. Of course, there's concerns about inflationary pressures out there, but right now they're holding strong. So continue to lock people in as you can.
And is that the same for jumbo?
No, jumbo is going to be a little bit higher, a little more cost involved to it, but still really great. So depending on the program, probably more like 3.375 to 3.25, depending on how much you put down. Got a great 5% down jumbo program that I've got somebody that I'm doing a contract for right now. 5% down, 3.25%. Sorry, it's 3.375%. It's got MI, but it's really low. It's like 0.19. So, yeah.
What were
Great.
the rates again on the first time home buyer? How do they run?
So first time home buyer program right now with no mortgage insurance, the rate that I pulled up for somebody last night was 3.375. So still awesome rate for a no mortgage insurance zero down program.
Great. Any other lending questions for Josh?
Well, if not, I'll quit sharing my screen here and I'll throw it back to y'all. And if there's any questions, you know where to find me. I'll be in the office probably around 11 today. See you then.
Great. Thanks, Josh. I am going to turn it over to Rosalie to talk a little bit about some of the newer agents and the agents in her program who are in their first year and some of the successes they've been having.
Yeah. So Austin, do you have those to throw up? Woohoo! Okay, so Nicole has 2 listings that she's putting on today. So she just started. I'm really excited about that.
Congrats, Nicole. That's great. What did she start like 30 days, not less than 30 days ago?
Oh gosh, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Magda has a listing and Josh Sanders has a listing. So yay!
Congrats, guys. We know how hard those are to get right now.
Really.
So.
And we do have several agents that are looking at getting listings. One on Friday, Tucker is going in for a listing. I'm so excited for him. Several people, Josh Sanders is getting another listing. They're coming in.
Okay,
So
we'll be rooting for y'all and over prepare, right?
Yeah. So under contract, Josh has one under contract. Tracy Chapman has one under contract. Danielle Sutherland, woo! Michaela, Keith Jordan, Stacy Vent, and Megan, woo!
Love it. If you come in the room live, you get the extra woohoo with your name, right?
Yes, yes. And we have several that are presenting offers today and tomorrow. And we're just going to root for them, cross your fingers and toes for these guys, because all the agents are doing really well. They're putting offers in, they're beating the streets, they're getting listings, really excited for them. And then we have Sean Trumpfeller and Layla have closings. Now Layla's is actually extended to this Friday.
Okay.
Correct?
And Josh just closed one too.
Oh, and Josh just closed one.
So exciting. Congrats to all of our agents. Wow.
And I just want to say, as far as open houses, now we have several agents that have done open houses this last week. And just to mention a few, Layla got 3 leads this weekend, viable leads, and he's putting Josh in there. Keith Jordan got 2 leads this weekend and 30 people through his open houses.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then Josh Kaplan got 2 leads this weekend. He had 6 couples through his open house. And So if you are getting open houses through the market center, you'll need to be certified that we know that you've gotten the class under your belt. For that, Friday at 8 a.m., from 8 a.m. to 8:30, we'll do certification for that. So be on the Zoom call or be here in the office to get certified. And then we also have Ignite. Next week, we'll have open house, so we can get you certified there too.
Yeah, there's a whole Ignite class, 2 hours on open houses.
Yep. So if you come to that, you will get certified. And
Awesome.
that's it.
Thanks,
guys.
Leslie.
Congrats.
Wonderful. All right. So let's see here. Let's see, is Matt Pole, are you on? Let's see here. Austin, do you know if Matt's on yet?
I don't know. I can reach out to him though.
Yeah, reach out to him.
Yeah, he might be having some technical difficulties. I'll check.
Okay. So I just sent everyone, probably like 5 minutes before the meeting started, an email about our health insurance. So we finally have some health insurance plans, and these were the plans that the Oregon Realtors negotiated with Providence as a group plan. So there was a lot of procedural things that had to happen as far as filling out the survey and having a certain amount of percentage of people interested in order to get the discounted quote. So we went through that whole process. We have different options. So there's 3 different plan options with details. We tried to pick like, lower deductible, like a little bit higher monthly price, the lowest possible monthly price that has a little bit higher deductible, and then like one in the middle, basically, right? To cover all the options for people to pick. And so all the details of those plans and like what they cover are in an attachment that I sent out to you guys to review. But you will get an email later today from a gentleman named David Johnson, and he's from the company that manages the benefits. And it'll include a link to go into the portal and where you can actually enroll in the benefits with real rates and real information, right? So right now it's an open enrollment. Right now it'll go, we're guaranteed these rates for a year. You'll be able to enroll. It's not like an open enrollment at some corporations where like you have to enroll at this time or you won't be able to get them. We have to have a certain amount of people enroll in this initial phase in order to get the discounts. But then after that, you'll be able to like make changes and things like that. It's not as strict as some corporate insurance group plans. So reach out if you have any questions. Watch for that email later today. I don't believe it's dental. I know it's medical and vision, but I don't believe dental is included. You'll have to read through the fine print on those, but I'm pretty sure it's just medical and vision. Do we know what the start date? The start date will be July 1st. Yes, July 1st. As long as we can get all of the like responses and enrollment back by like mid-June, we could be up and running active by July 1st. Good question, Ryan. Maybe sooner if you enroll sooner. Let me find out. Any other questions right off the bat? There's a lot more moving parts to health plans than I realized.
Yeah, we've been working on this for what?
Oh my gosh,
last year?
months. Oh my gosh, it was way more complicated than I realized.
Well, and it was partly because we had to do the survey. So
Yeah.
they made the announcement at the end of last year, OAR. And
Yeah.
it's taken this long to be able to get the details and get
And to
it
get the
from them,
quotes
get enough
back. and-
people signed up. So, but now we just need to get the enrollment going, and then we'll have a plan for everyone, which is really cool.
Yeah, and if we get more people to enroll by next year, they could even have better discounts and things like that. So it is great. I know on the initial survey, there were quite a few of our agents and families who are interested in it. So it's great just as another added benefit to help agents out. And I will confirm, I'll write both of these questions down, confirm the dental and confirm the date, since I don't think there's dental and I think July 1st are not really good answers, but I will confirm both of those answers. And let you guys know, and then reach out if you have any other questions on that. And then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of today's class, which is aerial photos and videos. So Matt Pillay from Virtuance is supposed to be on. Is he not on? Oh my gosh. Okay, if he's not on, we'll just wing it and go from there. So we have, as our part of our discount program through Virtuance, we have discounts on all of their products, not just their photography packages. And so the benefit of that is that their Matterports, their photography, their drone, all of their packages we have discounts on. So we wanted to talk to you guys today about just different ways that people, different agents are using that. And, you know, a lot of times when you think of the drones, you think of the high-end luxury listings. But I'd love to hear from some of you guys how you're using them. And I know, Emily, you guys are using them, drones. Come a little closer so everyone can hear you. You're using them like drone videos, right?
Yeah.
When it's not just luxury.
So we use drone photos, full interior, exterior video.
Wait, pause for a sec. Can you guys hear Emily okay?
Oh yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Great.
So we do a full package of drone photos and a video that's interior, exterior, and has drone footage and Matterport. We do that for all of our listings. We started at the beginning of COVID because people couldn't easily show homes. We wanted to make sure we really only had serious buyers coming through and we were minimizing activity, and we've continued to do that on all of our listings. And I feel like that the people that come in are really only serious buyers, which has been great. And it just adds a little bit of extra care to the service that we provide. So
Okay, so you can do that on every listing now.
Every
You do the Matterport,
everything.
the drone photos inside, outside.
Yes.
So you're having drone flyovers done, and you're extracting really cool photos from the video, right?
So our photographer does everything for us. So yes, we do get drone photos taken. He
Yeah.
does that on his own. And then he also takes a interior, exterior video that includes his own drone footage.
I got it.
So it's
Okay.
outside in.
And so that is one of the things we can do. If we can find Matt, he can show you that we do extract the really great overview photos from the drone videos to put on the MLS photos. So then you have the video and individual photos, because usually they'll hit the photos before they go to a video. And so anyway, it's a good strategy to have.
Yeah, I've used it for even a little bit different way. Austin, you've got to pick a couple pictures. Could you throw those up for me? So I had a listing that was really difficult to get a front shot of. I took it over from another agent, and Austin's going to show you the photos here in just a second.
Working on it. Just, ooh, it threw me in for a spin.
I know, right?
Here we go.
Okay. Okay, so this was this is the photo that the previous agent had taken from the house. And you can tell that she had to use the photographer had to use a really wide angle lens to get the photo, and it really distorts the picture. I don't think it's a great photo. It kind of looks, look at the trees in the background. It's all stretched out and funny looking. And you know, this first impression we're making, this is the first showing of the property. This is what we're leading with as an agent. This is what we're trying to get people to click onto the next picture and get inside, because this house was amazing inside. I don't think that photo was great. This is a photo I had my photographer take, and we used a drone to get this. I think that's much better. It's eye level. It's not all stretched out. You see the trees in the background. It looks much more organic. And it shows all that window package on the house was phenomenal. It was beautiful. And so I took that listing over the holidays actually, and sold it within a week and I think I attribute it just to changing the photo. So I think it's pretty important. If you have a house that sits uphill, using a drone to get an eye level photo of the house, I think is really important.
Well, and with that photo, with that perspective, you can tell that it has a lot of trees in the back and privacy, right? Which is a big deal for people. So
Yep.
compared to the last one, that one, you have no idea what's
Smartest
behind you.
car in it.
Provider.
Yeah, well, the other photo is a great shot of the brick pavers. I think this one's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's great. And you use,
Yeah, we just
drone
sold
on
the
almost
listing.
everything, right?
And I actually had given Matt did the video because, as many of you know, we negotiated a contract with Virtuance and the rates are fantastic and the quality is fantastic. It's the company that I use for my photos in Luxury Home Magazine. And we just listed a home and it's a somewhat similar approach to what Kelly just showed. You really don't see much. The front of the house is on a narrow driveway and there's really not much to it. It's really not anything that anyone's going to dig deeper if they see. So we did a drone video and the goal was, I was actually hoping we might be able to go up high enough to see the Willamette River, because this is probably, as a crow flies, about 800 yards, maybe 1,000 yards from the Willamette River. And that's exactly what happened. Not only did it show the 3 levels of the home, which made it look a lot bigger, but as they panned around, as the drone panned around, you could see how close it was to the Willamette River. And they picked up like the first interstate tower downtown over the hills, the Southwest Hills. So it gave people a really good perspective of where it was in Portland and how close it was to the river, which is obviously is one of the big draws of Portland, is having the Willamette River go right through downtown. So, and we sold it at over full price right away, 2 offers.
Hey, Dwight, can I ask you a question? Do you think that you're that using that drone photo attributed you to getting that listing in the first place?
Well, I strongly believe in drone photos because they provide so much SEO for your listings. And I've had conversations with owners in the last few years that were frustrated with, the fact that their homes didn't sell in the first weekend with, $100,000 over full price. And the drones do add SEO and they do push your home up on like the Google searches. And when you can show the owners how your listings are doing relative to other companies' listings, it makes a big difference in how they feel about your marketing program. In this case, the most compelling argument I had was that this woman who is 80 and she is a widow has family in Texas and family in Seattle. And once we went live, I talked to her that weekend and she said that her family and friends were all calling her, telling her how beautiful the video was. And we could have chosen not to do the video. It would have really sucked on this particular house because the front was pretty minimal. The value is in the view. And, that goes a long way toward how your client feels about the whole process if their family and friends are calling them and saying, wow, that's fantastic. You couldn't have done better on the marketing. And she told me that. She said, I'm so glad you did that. I had no idea that that's what you could achieve with the video flyover. And, all in all, on $1 million house at 2.5%, it's a $25,000 commission and it closes next week. And, my marketing package with the drone video was less than $500 with the Virtuance package that we've negotiated. So, yeah, I mean, it's, to sell in a week and get 25,000 and we had about 45-day close. I think anyone would do that. So, and that's why we have this transaction, this agreement with Virtuance, because their quality is really good. You can do the Matterport tours, you can do the video tours, you can do the whole thing, one visit, they do it all. So it makes life easy for you in your marketing, and you can post it to whatever social media you're using. And like I say, one of the cool things is you can extract photos like Kelly just showed right out of the video. So, and I've done it with subdivisions. We had a home over near Hidden Lake, and we did one where the drone came at the home and then went up and it showed hidden lake in the backyard, which was really impressive. And so there's some really cool things that you can do. And it's a different strategy for agents, right? The marketing is everything. So
what if you have a listing that doesn't have like a nice pretty lake or a river?
well,
Talk about that.
yeah, I mean, that's the case with a lot of listings, but some houses that we've had that haven't been particularly attractive, we'll take pictures of like the HOA benefits. So maybe the subdivision monument entry in Mountain Park, you know, we throw in pictures of the Mountain Park community pool, the structures, the tennis courts, you know. So if your house isn't overwhelming by itself, throwing in some of the amenities into your photo package is what you have to do. And sometimes people will take, you know, their B choice on a home to get into a certain neighborhood because of the amenities that it has or the price point. It may be the only way they can get into that neighborhood, and they feel like, you know, that's commensurate with where they see themselves as a, you know, place to raise their family or whatever reason they're purchasing for. So I think it is important to make sure that you're taking advantage of all of those.
Yeah, I think it's a super powerful listing tool too. It shows like a level of detail beyond what most realtors are going to bring to the table when you're talking about, you know, going the extra mile to get that great photo or showing the community. I think it gives you an edge, but even more importantly, you don't want to be the one in a listing appointment without that tool in your bag and losing out to somebody just because they know somebody's got a drone. I mean, that would be a terrible way to lose a listing over a couple $100. So I think it's a super powerful tool. And Dwight, I actually looked up because we talked about this, the listing you were just talking about. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and I looked it up, and the photos were fantastic. I mean, it was a game changer, I thought. I mean, I think there's an older listing of it, and I looked at the photos of that, and I was like, it. And then I looked at the photos you had, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. That's cool. So
yeah, and thank you. I would suggest that everyone be ready. So, I mean, in my world, I spent more money on the marketing than I knew I needed to sell the home, just to have it as an example for future listing opportunities. So, you know, if you have a listing or you think you can capture something unique with the drone video, and you may not need it to sell the home today, it is your opportunity to build your book of business, right? Your book of photos, so that you could sit with someone and do exactly what Kelly just did, which is, you know, this is, you know, if someone calls you because their listing isn't selling, and when rates go up, we'll be back in that world again, then you want to be able to sit down and say, look, here are the photos that this person had before on a house that I listed, and here's what I came up with, and then I sold it in X days. And they tend to really focus on that and less about the fact that they lowered the price for you because it wasn't, you know, selling at the price they had. So marketing is everything, and it really is art. So if you don't have good instincts for the art side of it, then you have to learn how. It's one of those things we have to learn, just like radon and oil tanks and the other issues that we have to deal with. Photography is one. So you will have a head start if you use Virtuance, because they use professionals that do homes one after the other. And it's amazing some of the things they do. We just had a home in First Edition that had multiple offers, and Marcella and I met the photographer there, and she was taking a picture of the handrailing going up to the front door at kind of a side angle. And it was a cottage, so it wasn't, you know, massively attractive, but it was a clean, cute cottage. And just that photo of the handrail conveyed, I think, what you'd want to feel about this type of home, which is the character, the quality, the unique little things about it. And then what really impressed me was she took a photo back at the street, and she let a branch from the oak tree that was in front drop down into the front of the photo. And just by having that branch in the foreground of the photo, it changed the whole photo of the house. And I never, you know, would never have thought of that. But that's an artist for you that knows that, right? Somebody that's taking hundreds, if not thousands of photos a year. And then they go back and they touch them up and they look at them and they try and determine if they got the right views or not. So it's all important.
That's great. Great to remember. And I love the point of keeping that as your future marketing examples. Because right now it's easy to sell listings, but that's not going to be the case forever. So building up your tools in your
Well, and
toolbox.
there's a ton of competition to get them. So you want to come armed with all the tools.
Mhm.
Helpful.
Let's talk a little bit more about Matterport, because some of our newer agents might be saying, Matter what? So, Austin, are you on the Virtuance website right now?
I am actually. That's what I was like showing. I don't know if you saw it. I was not sharing my screen of just random things I was browsing. That was from.
Oh, I know. Yeah, those are good pictures. Will you
Aerial
pull up a
photos.
Matterport example? Is there one?
Let me check around. Let's see. Yeah, let me look around. You can explain it and I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Do you guys use Matterports for all of yours?
We did when everything was locked down. We switched immediately to Matterports because the fact that you can walk through the home, you can turn whatever way you want, you can back up, you can go forward, you can zoom in. And when COVID was in full force, we switched and did Matterports on all of them. Today, we're not. I mean, people are going through the homes, they can see it today.
Yeah. And Matterports are those 3D floor plans, basically, that you can, you can walk through to really get a feel. So yes, at COVID, those were really important, right? Because you don't know how it goes. Go ahead.
So if you're doing virtual open houses, and he's got stuff, those Matterports are perfect when you're doing a virtual open house.
Yeah.
And Emily told me that Megan uses them because they help vet out the people who just want to see inside the house, so that the people who actually schedule appointments to go view the home in person are actually serious buyers.
Right. They already like the layout. And I know Austin, I know Jenny uses Matterports a lot, right?
Yes, she's looking for out of town too.
Yes, good point.
And it's less disruptive for the seller too.
Yeah, if you didn't hear Austin, he said they're great for out of town buyers, and Rosalie said less disruptive for the sellers, right? Less people in the house. So all good things. So yeah, so look, you can kind of see, you're really getting the feel for
the space
and everything. So these can be a great tool too.
Also, they also offer that Zillow 3D home tour, and I know we don't love Zillow, but it's really heavily used website, and that 3D home tour is extremely really user friendly. You can walk through the whole house in it. They take a photo about every 3 feet and then seam it all together really nicely. It's a really cool tool. It's the best virtual tour I've ever seen. It's really good.
Good to know. So these are all great tools that Virtuance has available that we have really good discounts on. I think a barrier for some people wanting to use these things was, I don't need to, there's the cost, but, as listings are competitive and, you're building up your book of business and your marketing tools, I think it's going to be important to just make sure you're doing everything you can to make yourself unique, stand out from the other people.
Yeah, and the money you save by taking advantage of our Virtuance contract allows you to add Matterport. It allows you to add a drone. It allows you to do things that you wouldn't otherwise be doing. I know about 4 months ago, I had a call from Rita Wolf, and she's our top individual performer in the office. She did 30 million last year.
Like 38
million last year closed. And she said that she was her regular photographer that she'd been using for years was just getting too ridiculously expensive. And so she switched to Matterport for doing hers. So anyway.
Well, can I say this? So Virtuance is out of Denver, Colorado. And I just have to say, Dwight did an amazing job of negotiating for you guys, because our office in Denver, that's where I was before, they didn't get this deal that you guys are getting now. So I'm like, kudos to you.
Yeah, they're trying to really grow their business. We got the best deal in Oregon, just so you know. So But it took a year.
I know, it did. It took a while to
So I
negotiate.
kept saying, no, not good enough. No, not
Nope.
good enough.
Try
So
again, try again.
anyway.
So,
Yeah, but I should show that on the website for people who haven't checked it out.
yes.
So on our agent website, if you do go to kwppagents.com and go to resources, underneath, down below, underneath giving you more value, there's a section called Virtuance Real Estate Images. When you go here, it's going to give you all the information about the deal we have with them and how to apply for that KWPP partnership package. So you'll be able to see that information here. Find some more information about Virtuance, but it'll take you straight there. But you can also call them directly and then use this code over the phone, and you'll be able to get those deals.
But how you do it is click on that link, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can schedule it
Just follow,
online.
yeah, just follow the examples here. Like I'm going to user register now and just do that.
And once you click on that link and register your account, and if you already have an account, you still register it that way. Once you register your account, it's always registered with the discount. So then you can just log into your Virtuance account and the discounts will show up. So it's pretty cool. Okay, Brian asked, is the Matterport included with the Virtuance package you mentioned at $500?
Well, it's a menu package, and I think it was. I think we were right there. I'm not sure. I think where we pay $199 for 36 photos. I don't know if we did the 36 or the 25 photo
Austin, pull up
package.
will you pull up their pricing, even if it's without the discounts, just so we can like take a look? Please.
Then your zip code.
Yeah, so all of our pricing is, what is it, 10% off of these prices. So, I mean, yeah, you can get 25 photos for just over $100, which is crazy, right?
Mhm.
Same with the Matterport. Oh yeah, if you do nighttime, it's a little more, or twilight, it's a little bit more. Where's the drone videos? Keep scrolling. Oh, there, $199. So then
Plus the Matterport.
20% off of that. So $160. So yeah, I mean, all of those, like, so basically $160, you can get a drone video and you know.
Yeah, so it was
like-
500 for all.
Yeah, 500 for all three of them. This is the cost, not the cost of the seller. Yeah, so most agents pay for the photos and videography as part of their listing services. Yes. You don't have to, but
Everyone else is.
everyone else is, and if you're in a competitive listing situation, it would be good too.
And we do have flyers at the office that you can take into your listing presentation. And if you work on your scripts with Rosalie, she'll tell you exactly what to say when they say to you, what do you do for your 5 or 6 or 7% commission, whatever you're asking? And part of it can be, I'm going to do Matterport, I'm going to do the 25 photo shoot, I'm going to do a drone so I can get this beautiful hillside or Mount Hood or the river or whatever is important, the walking path and where it goes. And then you can show them the brochure that we have. So, and if you've used them before, you can actually pull them up and show them the photos that you've done before, like Kelly did.
But the brochure is good because it shows why. And if you have a listing appointment to go to and you haven't had the chance to use one of our nice new folders yet, come see us. We'll give you your first one free because we want you to win your listings. We want you to get those out in the world.
Yeah. So the conversation around that is, if we're selling roughly 100% of our listings, I mean, it's probably 98, 99% of our listings,
Yeah.
then they're the gold bar, right? That's exactly, if you want to make money, get a listing because it will sell. It's a little more of a challenge to work with buyers because you might work longer with buyers. You might write offers on multiple homes that don't get accepted. It just kind of depends on to some degree, your even luck right now because there's so many qualified buyers. So, we want to make sure that you have all the tools you need to go into a listing appointment with your tool belt completely full and have 100% chance of getting that listing, because if you think about the hours that it takes to get the listing and what the payback is, that is the best deal you have right now in this market. This is a crazy market. So,
So Dwight, you had said earlier that go ahead and do these photos and stuff so that you can use them for future presentations.
yeah,
And I've heard several agents say, well, I'm not going to spend the money because it's going to sell anyway. That's not the point. The point is exactly what Dwight said. You can use that to get future listings.
that's right. In fact, in my career, I've even asked other agents if I could do a photo shoot on their homes to show the difference on how my photo shoot would go. And so, and included that when I went to my listing appointment. So it's much easier to have what, if you're going to go in with a home that's been on the market before and you can pull those photos off the MLS, it's pretty well guaranteed the virtuents are going to be dramatically better because the technology is so much better. Their cameras are better. The lighting is better. They touch them up. It's all good. And so, it is a game changer in your conversations, just like our books are, just like Proxio is, and you have to be Altos reports talking about what's happening in the market. As I say to my clients with the Altos reports, if you don't mind, I'm going to start with the 30,000 foot view of what's happening in this city, whether it's Tigard or Sherwood or the zip code, whatever part of town I'm in. And everyone agrees to that. And so then you can start with, the economist approach with what's happening in the market. And then you start laying your tools out like KWLS, the only real estate company that owns its own listing service. And that's us, right? And we have a flyer for that in the office. And then you can lay down Proxio and you can show them that you're going to put their home on the largest search engine in the world with over 700,000 realtors around the world that look at it, and it's translated into foreign languages, and it's